Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Jazz. That's me. Today is Thursday, February 4th. Woo! It has been a long week for me, guys. I don't know about you guys, but it's been very long for me. I live in Massachusetts, and we had a nor'eastern on Monday and Tuesday, and it killed me, literally. Like, I shoveled out two cars, and thank God for my wonderful neighbors that actually helped with the process. It probably would have taken me much longer than it did if it wasn't for their help. So thank God for them and I appreciate them. So I hope all of you are well, and I hope that when you tune into this that everything is good and that you guys have a wonderful Thursday, a wonderful weekend, happy Friday. And yeah, let's get into it. So today I wanted to get into Kim Klacik. Kim Klacik was running for the House of Representatives in Maryland for the 7th congressional district, and she did lose, but she is badass, guys. When I tell you she's badass, like, Maryland doesn't know that they actually need her. They need someone like her to be on their side. They need someone to have their back, like the way that she has would have had their back, and she still does, actually. Even though she lost, she's still holding people accountable, and she's pointing out people's BS. And she wanted to follow the money, because Maryland gets all this money and it seems like it's not being used correctly. So, for those of you that don't know who Kim Klacik is, I'm going to play a few things and let's get to know her a little bit, because I think she's pretty awesome. So, yeah, let's do this. Now, when I saw her campaign ad, I was like, whoa, she is fire. Like, it literally like was like, wow, this girl actually cares. She pointed out a few things that a lot of these Democrats don't. She's actually a Republican, and that has nothing to do with it, because I actually like Tulsi Gabbard as well. I think she's pretty cool too. But Kim Klacik was a Republican from Maryland that wanted to do better for Maryland, and I feel like Maryland did themselves a disservice. I'm sorry, Maryland, but let's just get into the reasons why, I think. And yeah, let's get into her campaign ad, because it was pretty badass, like I said.
Do you care about Black lives? The people that 20%.
Oh, sorry, guys. Let's start that over.
Do you care about Black lives? The people that run Baltimore don't. I can prove it. Walk with me. They don't want you to see this. I'm Kim Klacik. This is Baltimore, the real Baltimore. This is the reality for Black people every single day. Crumbling infrastructure, abandoned homes, poverty, and crime. Baltimore has been run by the Democrat Party for 53 years. What is the result of their decades of leadership? Baltimore is one of the top 5 most dangerous cities in America. The murder rate in Baltimore is 10 times the US average. The Baltimore poverty rate is over 20%. Homicide, drug, and alcohol deaths are skyrocketing in our city. Do you believe Black Lives Matter? I do. The vast majority of crime in Baltimore is perpetrated against Black people, who make up 60% of the population. So why don't we care about our communities? The Democrat Party have betrayed the Black people of Baltimore. If the politicians walked the streets like I do, they would see exactly how their policies and corruption affects us. But they don't want to see it. They don't want you.
Now, I want to point out, you see all those infrastructures that are abandoned and stuff like that. Poverty rate. If people actually cared about, Maryland the way they say they do, they would see if they can try to get government assistance, government funding, make apartments for the people. Like, if it's poverty, make the apartments income based, like, Get a lot of this, abandoned structures that you can be using them for so many things, for schooling, for for youth centers for the kids. Like, if you really don't want these kids to be in trouble, if you want this, this place to grow, then you got to put money into it. You have to actually invest in it. And think about it. Look at that, all those empty infrastructures like that could be used. So many things could happen. Shelters, battered women's, home. Like, so many things could be done, is what I'm trying to say here. So,
You to see this. Go to any Baltimore neighborhood and ask this question. Do you want to defund the police?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
I had 3 sons killed in Baltimore City. And I think if we defund the police officer, it's going to be worse than that.
exactly. I don't know why anybody would want to defund any police, but when you say, I am going to call the police, or the police show up, things that are escalated de-escalate. So to defund them is one of the most idiotic things that have ever been brought to the attention of the world, or even like putting this idea out. It doesn't make any sense. It does not.
So no, I'm opposed to that.
What are you going to defund the police for? Why?
Exactly.
How do you defend your city, your community? Families are losing people.
It's not just Baltimore. The worst place for a Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. It's 2020. Name a blue city where Black people's lives have gotten better. Try. I'll wait. Look at this. How are children supposed to live here and play here?
Exactly my point of the youth centers, and to make parks, and to actually give people jobs. And there are so many things that could be done if money is invested correctly.
Democrats think Black people are stupid. They think they can control us forever, that we won't demand better, and that we'll keep voting for them forever, despite what they've done to our families and our communities. Are they right? I'm Klacik, and I'm running for Congress because I actually care about Black lives. All Black lives matter. Our communities matter. Baltimore matters. And Black people don't have to vote Democrat.
So that was the first campaign ad, and there's another one that I want to show you as well. Like, she actually cares. She's still out there, even though she lost.
With the help of an expert.
Say what you want to say about her, but
file for you.
She's still out there. She literally is still out there doing what she has to do. Okay?
Intuit TurboTax Live.
I chose MCPHS because they offered the accelerated program where you would come out in 2 years, 10 months.
Okay. Here we go.
Do you care about Black lives? I do. And unlike the people that currently run Baltimore, I actually have a plan to make life better for Black people here. Walk with me. I want you to see this. I'm Klacik. This is Baltimore, the real Baltimore. This city was once among the most prosperous, populated, and powerful cities in America. So what happened? Our leaders abandoned us and Baltimore fell into ruin. But it doesn't have to be this way. None of this has to be this way. A broken Baltimore does not have to be our future. And that's why I'm running for Congress, because I see the city differently. I walk the streets of Baltimore and see what could be. I want you to see what I see. I see Baltimore that picks up trash. There are piles of garbage all around Baltimore. It makes life unsafe for our families. I'll work with city leaders to get Baltimore's Solid Waste Bureau the resources it needs to take out the trash. Our streets should be a reflection of our leaders. Clean, not dirty. Much of our trash gathers in abandoned homes. There are over 17,000 abandoned buildings in Baltimore. They are a scar on the face of our city. I will support tax credits and incentive programs to give residents a chance to buy and rehabilitate these homes. Everyone deserves a safe community and a chance at home ownership. Let's put the charm back in Charm City. Who will live in these homes? The newly employed constituents of Baltimore City. This district needs more jobs. The best way to get them is by having businesses invest in our community.
The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act gives federal tax incentive to drive private investment into opportunity zones just like Baltimore. Who will work in all of these new jobs if we don't have an educated workforce? 9 out of 10 Black boys in Baltimore are not reading at grade level. Over a dozen high schools in Baltimore have zero, yes, zero, students proficient in math.
Wow.
This is a tragedy. We can end the school to prison pipeline with school choice, providing parents with options to escape schools that do not serve our children.
Let's make Baltimore better for our kids. Isn't that the point? That's my vision for Baltimore. The corrupt leaders hate it. They attack me for taking a stand, for wanting better for our people, our children, our communities. But I'm not the only one who wants better.
Tens of millions of you have shared the struggle of Black people in Baltimore. You lifted our voices. You cared about our Black lives more than our own Democrat leaders. They have done nothing for us. Now they can't hide. It's time for change. We are that change.
I like the fact that she actually brought all women of different types of, all walks of life. Like, this is not about race. This is not about Black Lives Matter. This is not about only Black people. This is about everyone in Baltimore, Maryland. Like, this is, I get that things need to be shed light on too, but I think that right now sometimes people could get lost in the race and the gender. I mean, the race, claiming of the races and stuff like that, and saying that only this group of people need help or need funding or need. I think it's every walk of life. It's not just one race. So
I'm Kim Klacik, and I'm running for Congress because I actually care about Black lives. All Black lives matter. Our communities matter. We matter. And Baltimore doesn't have to vote Democrat.
the reason why I'm bringing up Kim Klacik is because in reality, she's actually doing stuff. She's still doing stuff. She's still out there. She's still, doing her interviews and making sure that things get done in Baltimore or following the money, like she said. Like, you don't get a lot of people that actually have that in them and actually want to do the right thing. You really don't get that. So, Maryland, in 2 years, I think you should vote Kim. So, Kim Klacik, a few things about her. Kim Klacik is new to Baltimore political scene and is already making waves. The Republican candidate for Maryland's 7th congressional district became well known in media for her pro-Trump rhetoric. She previously contested for the late Rep. Elijah Cummings' seat in Congress. Her advancing political career has many curious about who she is. So we've compiled this Kim Klacik wiki. Now, I don't really agree with some of this, but I'm going to read some of it because it does have her information. So she's 39. She's married to a white man, which is, like I said, it doesn't matter. She's, like I said, I don't like when people actually point, stuff like that out. But I'm going to point it out because somebody else will. But like I said, that doesn't matter. She has a daughter, very beautiful girl. And she's from Baltimore. So she grew up there. I mean, I'm sorry. She was from Accokeek, Maryland. So she knows what goes on in Maryland. It's not like she's somebody new that came onto the scene and doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She was born on January 19th, 1982, grew up in Acock, Maryland. She's the only daughter of 3 children born to James and Katrina Bray. Her father, James Clifton Bray, passed away. Rest in peace. Sorry for your loss, Kim. And he's survived by his wife, Katrina, and their kids. So she's been married for about 7 years, almost 8. This is her and her husband. So she attended Bowie State University. Um, I guess she was bullied there because she has alopecia. My daughter has alopecia, and I find it very rude that people would actually go out of their way to make fun of somebody that is going through alopecia. Alopecia is when you have like balding in your head, in your hair, and stuff like that. And for all the women out there, would you want somebody to make fun of you if you had alopecia? I hope not, because alopecia is no joke, and it's not okay for it to make fun of people. It's not okay to make fun of anybody. Which I think that's why it makes her even stronger, because she's been through the BS. She's been through people trying to come at her for every different way. And I'm pretty sure that she gets BS because she's a black woman that is married to a white man. So to me, it doesn't matter, but for other people, for some reason, they think it's a big deal. I wanted to point out that she founded a nonprofit. It's called Potential Me, the organization of which she is the executive director. It helps workforce development and providing better work opportunities for women. The nonprofit also employed women who were re-entering society. Guys, that's amazing. Look at that. She has helped 200 women become gainfully employed. About 30% of these women achieved financial independence. Do you understand? And a day like today that everything is so damn expensive, that is amazing. 200 people, 200 women were able to, like get assistance that they weren't going to get before if this wasn't in place. This is amazing. So I think she's pretty cool. Now, I wanted to point this out. So it says here, this was on, I believe it was yesterday. So it says 2 men were shot within 15 minutes this afternoon on opposite sides of the city of Baltimore, right? 2 different crime scenes. And nothing. So I wanted to point it out because she said, did Black Lives Matter show up? Hint, no. These are the things that need to be helped. If Black Lives Matter is going to be an organization, they need to be helping with these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things need to be addressed. There shouldn't be killings on, like, within 15 minutes, 2 men were killed. No, I'm sorry, 2 men were shot. I don't know if they were killed, but they were shot. How many times has this happened in Baltimore? Daily, weekly, monthly? Somebody needs to do something about this. You know what I'm saying? It just needs to be done. This is not okay. People should not be getting shot all over the place. People are getting shot because they're desperate, because they need money. Think about the poverty level in Baltimore and Maryland, that people are going through the struggle. And people, when you're going through the struggles, at times people, they get desperate and they start doing crazy stuff. I get it. I grew up poor. I didn't have much. So I get this. I get the desperateness. I get what my mom had to do to feed us too. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom used to have to bring us to food pantries to feed us. I get this. If my mom would have got crazier and got more desperate, what else would she have done? If maybe she didn't have the 4 of us, and maybe she was just desperate on her own. But I get it, is what I'm trying to say. This is crazy. This needs to be done. There needs to be more opportunities. It just, somebody needs to do more. And this is why I'm telling you that this woman should be in power somewhere. Marilyn, you need this woman. She will be the one to help you. If not, hold her accountable. So this right here, oh God, this chickie right here, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, bugs the living crap out of me. So it says, this is the last, this is from her, this is a tweet from her. This is the last manipulative take on the right. They are manipulating the fact that most people don't know the layout of the Capitol complex. We were all in the Capitol complex. The attack wasn't just done just on the dome. The bombs Trump supporters planned surrounded our offices too. Get over yourself, Alexandra. Nobody. The attack on the Capitol. Like, what bothers me about this woman is that she's so fake as hell. How about you worry about helping your constituents instead of doing this drama right here? You're putting on a show for what? That's like, okay, Alexandra, you're Puerto Rican, right? One Puerto Rican down the street kills somebody. Are you the bad guy too? Because you're Puerto Rican, Alexandra? Are you a bad guy too? Like, this boggles my mind. Trump supporters, not every supporter was there that day. Stop doing that. That's so ignorant and ghetto. It's crazy. Like, you really think that you're somebody special, that you're, you know, that because you're in your position right now, that you should be doing this. Like, you're such a hypocrite. Such a hypocrite. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I keep hearing this crap that Trump supporters this, Trump supporters that. All Trump supporters need to be, basically we need to go to detention camps or whatever, that we need to be reprogrammed and this and that. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, okay? Ever heard. Now, Jack over here said AOC wasn't even in the building during her near-death experience, because if you don't remember that, this idiot right here said that Ted Cruz allegedly wanted to have her murdered because he's a Trump supporter too. This girl's such a damn idiot. It boggles my damn mind, okay? So Kim says, wait. So AOC wasn't even in the Capitol on January 6th? You weren't even there and you had the balls to be talking? Like, somebody shut this girl up. Just shut her up. Just tell her to shut up. Take the mics away from her. Do not give her any press. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That's it. Shut up. And for you idiots, sorry, not to be a jerk, but let me take that back. It's not idiots. For the idiots that actually voted for her, you guys need to do something about this now. Like, when her reelection comes up, you guys need to stand up and do the right thing. Okay? Vote against her, because this is ridiculous. This girl has done nothing for you guys. Okay? Nothing for you guys. Just pointing that out there. Damn idiot. Let's move right along, because she pisses me off. Really pisses me off. So you look at AOC faces backlash because, as critics point out, that she wasn't in the Capitol. It's like me talking about 9/11 and about some like my life was in danger that day too, because I don't know, because I just wanted to say that I was there. Apparently, like, you're such an idiot. Like, shut up. Unnecessary. And isn't it inciting violence if she's lying and telling people that she that she was almost killed? What about her constituents that want to have her back and be like, they want to avenge her? Isn't that violent? Like, aren't you inciting violence as well? You're lying. Ew. Just ew. I can't. Now, I wanted to look, to talk about this guy that actually won against Kim Klacik. So this guy right here is his name is Kweisi Mfume. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. I'm sorry. But this guy right here. All right. This is the guy that won against Kim Klacik. I'm just not sure why. Like I said. Now, Rep. Kweisi Mfume is a Democrat representing Maryland's 7th District. He was the predecessor to the late Representative Elijah Cummings. initially leaving Congress to lead the NACCP. Sorry.
Congressman John Lewis was sworn into the 100th Congress back in 19.
Sorry, guys. Mfume was reelected to the same seat in a special election in April, becoming Cummings' successor. Following the late congressman's death after a long bout of health complications during the October 2019 impeachment hearing against President Trump. Mfume is facing off against Republican newcomer Klacik, who lost to Mfume in the special election that relied heavily on mail-in ballots. Now, guys, mail-in ballots. Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to say what I feel, but just by my sigh and my long, heavy sigh, you understand what I mean about these mail-in ballots. Since then, she's garnered national attention after President Trump retweeted her campaign. You know why? Because she's actually someone that was actually going to do something for Maryland. That's why, okay? So what is his background? Mfume, who is in his early 70s, represented Maryland's 7th District from 1987 to 1996 until he left Congress to head the NCA for the Advancement of Colored People, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. To date, he served 5 1/5 terms and is asking voters to send him back to the Capitol for another full 2-year term. In an on-camera interview 2 weeks ago with local WBAL TV at his Baltimore campaign office, Mfume said his focus was on responding to the coronavirus pandemic, blaming President Trump. God help you. You and you people that blame Trump for everything. I'm sorry, do you guys have better ideas? Did you guys handle a pandemic before? That you have the balls to actually blame him? This is amazing. I have problems with bullies, and Donald Trump and I are in the same generation, so I have no problem calling him out whatsoever. This guy's full of crap. He really is. You want me to show you why? Let me show you why, okay? I want to point out that this is who Maryland picked over Klacik, okay? Now, Baltimore Sun. A secret vote pushed out Kweisi Mfume out as the NACCP leader amid growing dissatisfaction with his performance, records show. So you're telling me that he got reelected from the people of Baltimore, Maryland, knowing that this guy was thrown out of the NAACP. He was the leader, and people were not satisfied with his performance. Were dissatisfied with his performance. Let's just hold that right there. So how is he supposed to do anything better from as being part of the House of Representatives for your district when this man has shown that he cannot be trusted? Okay. Let's just read on. Kweisi Mfume, whatever his name is running for Congress, and part of his accomplishment as leader as the NAACP had more tumultuous tenure at the civil rights organization than previously known, leaving after several negative performance reviews and a vote by the executive committee not to grant him a new contract. According to records reviewed by the Baltimore Sun, the secret 2004 vote that ended Mfume's 9-year run as president and CEO of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People came shortly after an employee threatened to sue the organization and Mfume for sexual harassment. But also amid other concerns about Mfume's management, the records show. Guys, come on. Like, I don't understand nowadays how these corrupt ass people are getting away with the crap that they do. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. The executive committee overwhelming vote was not lightly taken, The NCAA, I'm sorry, the NAACP, I don't know what's wrong with my problem today. Chairman Julian Bond wrote as he prepared to share the decision with the full board. It came after a long period of growing. So it's this his behavior was like this for a while, guys. A while. Growing dissatisfaction with high and constant staff turnovers, falling revenues, falling memberships, 3 consecutive negative performance appraisals, highly questionable hiring and promotion decisions. This guy's wow. Creation of new staff positions with no job descriptions and personal behavior, which placed each of us at legal, financial risk. So this guy was making up jobs and giving out promotions as he saw fit and didn't give a damn about the financial risk and the legal risk. Okay? The document is among Bond's personal and professional papers at the University of Virginia. Bond, a longtime civil rights leader who died in 2015, was a chairman of the Baltimore-based NAACP from 1998 to 2010. He taught at the university. There are 100 of pages specific to Mfume's NAACP leadership in the records, including employment contracts and separation agreements, performance evaluations, emails between board members and the NAACP Council, and report on earlier allegations of mismanagement and nepotism by Mfume, written by 2 attorneys as a part of a 1999 inquiry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. The records hold fresh... I'm sorry. Wait a minute. The records hold fresh relevance given Mfume's campaign to again represent Maryland's 7th District in Congress. A Democrat, held the office from 1987 until he until he resigned in 1996 to take over the NAACP. The seat became vacant in October upon the death of Mfume's successor, Democrat Elijah Cummings. Bueno. Guys, Kim Klacik is what you guys needed. Not this guy. This guy is gonna do you dirty again. 2 years. Let's see if things get better over there in the 7th District, because I doubt it. If this is the type of person that's running it, I highly doubt it. Washington Post. Mfume accused of favoritism at NAACP. Allegations detailed in a confidential NAACP report claim that Kweisi Mfume gave raises and promotions to women with whom he had close personal relationships while he was president of the nation's oldest civil rights organization. The 22-page memorandum, prepared last summer by an outside lawyer, did not accept as true the claims lodged against Mfume by a female employee, but determined that they could be very difficult to defend persuasively if she filed a lawsuit. Jesus Christ. Mfume, 56, a Democratic candidate for the U.S. Senate in Maryland, has denied the allegations. Of course he did. In an interview yesterday, he said the allegations in no way influenced his November 30 announcement that he would leave the NAACP after 9 years. Why would you leave it? If you were getting paid, if you were running things, why would you leave after 9 years? These allegations came out. You didn't want a scandal. You didn't want your name tarnished. So allegedly, right? This is what you had to do, right? Allegedly. None of this is true, right? Okay. I don't engage in inappropriate behavior. Yeah, sure. He said it in an interview. And if I did, I'm sure after 9 years, there, 10 years in Congress and 7 years in Baltimore City Council, it would have been an issue long before your telephone called me. That is BS. You got caught, mister. This came out on April 28, 2005. You got caught. Stop playing. But then after 9 years, you want to actually resign? Really? 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 That's an arrogant statement. It would have been an issue long before your telephone call to me? Wow. So basically, you're like, I've gotten away with this for this long, right? Allegedly. Like, wouldn't it have been an issue back then? No, it's an issue because now someone actually called you out on your BS. You may have gotten away with all the crap that you've done, but yeah, you're not getting away with it no more. People know. This is what Maryland has to go through. Maryland, the people of Maryland, you guys need to fight, stand up for your, stand up for yourselves in 2 years, apparently, because this guy right here, it doesn't seem like he's good. And this is all alleged, right? Yeah. I don't know, guys. What you guys think? I think him was a better choice. I think that Maryland did themselves a disservice when they re-elected this guy. I think the problem with people is that they do not do the homework. I get it. People don't want to be looking into things like that, but this is somewhere you live. This is someone that's going to be running your state. Guys, it's time not to stay asleep anymore, not to be complicit, not to obey just anyone, and start getting involved. Do what you got to do. Maryland, it's time to fight. In 2 years, he runs for re-election, I guess, and I'm not sure if he's going to run or if he will. I'm not sure if he's going to run again, but I do know that if Kim runs again, you guys need to do yourselves do yourselves a favor and make sure Kim gets elected. This is someone that has been proven and who allegedly had to resign after 9 years and then made a arrogant statement that basically stating that he's been in Congress, he's been this, he's been that, and this all would have come out before. Guys, let me know what you guys think. I think, like I said, Maryland needs better people to run it. Don't do yourselves a disservice. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for tuning in with Jazz That's Me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And share if you care. Remember to like the video so it can get out in the algorithm. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about Kim. Kim Klacik all the way. I'm definitely, if she was in Massachusetts, I would have definitely voted for her. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching.